There was one boy that was so excited about receiving a bar of soap that he hid it for the longest time and didn't want to wash with it because he was so excited about receiving it. I love that. I first became involved with Operation Christmas Child at our old church, where we packed shoeboxes with the youth group. And then when we came to Sharptown Church, we talked to Kristen Rain, who was the children's ministry coordinator at the time. And we asked for permission to start collecting items every week in October. And that's how it began.
Operation Christmas Child is love in a box, and really what it is people that care all around the world wrap boxes for kids, and they're shipped by Samaritan's Purse to children all over the world that might not otherwise get a gift for Christmas.
If you ask my family, it's taken over my life. It has definitely changed me to where most things I want to buy are not for me, they're for these other kids.
My best friend, Marion Clark, the woman is just passionate about it. I've never seen anyone, it's on her heart. We shop all year round. She has a room designated just for OCC. It's a bedroom, and every drawer has something in it, under the bed, on top of the bed, in the closets.
We have thousands of combs, more bags in that bin, coloring books, over 1,000 notebooks that have been donated or bought by me.
Oh my gosh, Marion Clark's heart is so big and so huge, and I hope that she feels so happy and so excited about Operation Christmas Child. She is the one who has led this initiative here at Sharptown Church for years and years. And it's kind of funny, each and every year when there's time to have an announcement about Operation Christmas Child, I'll reach out to Mary and say, hey Mary, we need you to speak this Sunday, and she'll say, I don't do public speaking.
Being somebody who doesn't like to go up in front of people and talk, that was the biggest difficulty for me.
I say to her, yes you can, because your heart and your passion's going to shine through. And so when she steps up front to make an announcement, you can see the passion and you can see the love and you can see the joy in her face and in her eyes.
It was put on Marion's heart. It's her passion to do this, and we introduced it to the church and they fell in love with the idea, and it's just been going strong ever since.
On the last day of our collection, we have what we call $10 Bill Sunday. And that's become one of the funnest Sundays at Sharptown for our kids in particular. Because what we do is we have the boxes across the stage, and then we tell the congregation that it costs $10 for each one. Kids come to the front of the sanctuary, and then we tell the congregation that we need them to hold up $10 bills. And they can hold up $1, they can hold up a $5 bill, a $10 bill, or a $100 bill. And so there's people all over the congregation holding up money, and the kids are running all over the place, just grabbing money from people's hands, and then we have a basket in the back and we try to get all the money back from them. And so this year on $10 Bill Sunday, we collected over $6,000 in one Sunday alone for shipping. So this year, our volunteer team added something new. We gathered on Friday night, the night before we packed our boxes, and we made crafts to put in each and every box. Crafts made with love, crafts made with notes, messages on the boxes. Some of the kids drew train sets and highways, so the kids that got cars would be able to play with them on their box. So not only what's inside was things for the kids, now the box itself is a decoration and a gift.
We have a packing party where hundreds of people come in and we pack all the stuff that we've collected.
Packing party is so cool. So our volunteers show up and they make this gigantic assembly line, and so you go down the first line and you fill it with essentials. So that would be a toothbrush and soap and pencils and school supplies. And after you've added all the essentials, they have specific lines and spots for little girls and older girls and younger boys and older boys. There's soccer balls and there's tennis balls and there's toys and there's coloring books and just all kinds of neat things that are very age appropriate. And so you fill your box to the top, and by the time we're done, we have hundreds and hundreds of packed shoeboxes.
Mary and I are very passionate about putting in a stuffed animal, something to love, then an over-the-top kind of a toy like a soccer ball for a boy. They seem to love getting those kind of things in there.
About 20 years ago, we would wrap like one box as a family, and we would bring that back to the church. But here at Sharptown, because of what God has laid on the heart of several of our amazing volunteers, we just do an all-church effort. And so we bring all the items in each Sunday over 4 weeks, and we pack them and we fill them all together as a church.
I was packing a box for a teenager, and last night we had a craft thing, and I was making bookmarks. And so I made a bookmark, and it was my favorite bookmark, and I was going to keep it for myself. And I brought it with me today, and I was like, you know what, why don't I just give it to this child?
So first I was folding up boxes, then I was carrying the boxes over to a different table to get them labeled, and now I'm packing the boxes.
I love putting the sports items in there because I know if I was a kid in a country somewhere else, that what I would want most is like a soccer ball or a football, tennis ball, just something I could play with.
I packed 4 boxes, and the one that really felt special was the first one I packed, because it felt nice to actually be like thinking, like buzzing around the whole entire fellowship and just being like, what am I gonna get?
This has been part of my Christmas tradition for the past few years, so I just like the consistency that this program has, that I get to come out here every day.
This year, a couple hundred folks packed boxes at home with their own families. It's created a culture of love. It's created a culture of excitement. It's one of the neatest things that we do each and every year, that the whole church is involved in some way. People are bringing in items to fill shoe boxes. People are making monetary donations. People are packing boxes on packing day.
I think that our congregation looks forward to the packing party every year. It's something the whole family can do together. We packed grand total between what the people took home to pack themselves and packed here was 1,130.
Each year it seems to go up about 100 more, and we have a blast.
Sharptown Church is a very missional church, and we believe what Scripture says, that we're to make the disciples in Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and to the ends of the world. And Operation Christmas Child has become one of our largest missional initiatives, where we feel like we are making disciples to the ends of the world.
Pastors in different churches around the world ask for shoe boxes to be sent to them so they can use them as tools to reach the children. So they're sent to different countries, and then they have an outreach event where they invite children to come to their church where they hand out the shoe boxes.
I think that putting the love into the boxes shows the love of Jesus towards others.
I like the fact that it brings hope to kids that probably don't have hope.
My mom has done some mission work all around the world. She went to the country of Madagascar to teach English, and when her puddle plane landed in the middle of the open field, kids came running from the woods, and they were coming and running at her, and they were carrying their shoe boxes, and they hugged her, and they thought that because she came from America and their shoe boxes came from America, that they were all from her. And they were showing her what was in the boxes, and some of the kids had had the boxes for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years.
We need to give these other kids a chance to do something that we loved growing up, like opening presents, having that Christmas morning feeling, all that excitement and everything. That's just awesome.
It's an unexplainable joy. I think we get as much out of it as the children that receive the shoe boxes. The joy in knowing that you're packing this shoebox full of love, and some child who doesn't even know that there's someone on the other side that's thinking about them. That alone in itself is what makes me do this.
I want people to know that there are never too many shoe boxes to be packed. There are still so many children that have not received a shoe box. They only receive one usually in their lifetime. And there are many, many more children that could use to find out about Jesus and could use their own toothbrush or, their own bar of soap.
And that your generosity and your love can be spread around the world, and it might not seem like a big deal, but it really is a big deal. And I hope that Operation Christmas Child reminds people that We need to love those that are less fortunate. We need to bring hope to a world that doesn't have that.